All right, so we have something called logarithmic differentiation. I'm going to call it log diff. All right, so when I have a function to a function, you have no other choice but to do this. Like something like y equal x to the x. You have no other choice but to use this logarithmic differentiation. So here are the steps. First, you take ln of both sides. Take ln of both sides. And then you use the ln property to bring this exponent down in the front. Then you take the derivative of both sides. So the derivative of ln of stuff is 1 over stuff, derivative of stuff. On the right-hand side, you're always going to have product rule. And then finally, you multiply through by f to get by the f prime. All right, let's do it. So take ln of both sides. This x now comes down in the front. Now I'm going to take the derivative. Remember, I'm taking the derivative with respect to x, so you have implicit happening on this side. So I have 1 over y times y prime from the derivative of this. This side here, the right-hand side, you'll always have product rule. So first d second plus second d first, and then finish off by multiplying through by y to find y prime. Now there's one last step to finish the problem. You've got y in your answer. Your question started off with y equal in all x's, so you should put x to the x back in for y. All right. So in the beginning, I'll tell you when to use log diff, but in the future, you're going to have to figure it out or know it for yourself. So let's dig in. So first step will be to take the ln of both sides. Then take the time to bring the x down in the front. Now I'm ready to take the derivative with respect to x. Remember, the derivatives respect to x. So on this left-hand side, I have implicit differentiation. On the right-hand side, you always will have product rule. So first, d second plus second d first. Then multiply through by y. So, oops, let me write the y there. So y, and so I'll have, this turns into tangent, so negative x tangent of x plus ln of cosine of x. Then to finish the problem, you should put back what the y was equal to. So cosine of x to the x power, negative x tangent of x plus ln of cosine of x. All right, let's do it one more time. So here's your original function. Y is equal in terms of x's, so I have to use log diff. So I take the ln of both sides. Then I take the time to bring this tangent down in the front. So I'd really suggest you go slow and take this step so you don't lose an ln, or actually I just know that this is what a lot of times where mistakes happen. So now I'm going to take the derivative with respect to x. So I get 1 over y, y prime. This side I'm going to have product rule. So first, derivative of the second plus second derivative of the first. And then I'm going to multiply through by y. So the secants cancel, so in this one I get tangent squared of x. And then last step will be to replace what y is equal to. Secant of x to the tangent of x, tangent squared x plus ln of secant of x, secant squared of x. And there we go.